I'm going to give you the experiment of the Skinner box to drive this home. Trust me, this will be relevant. So the Skinner box is an experiment which they put a pigeon or a mouse into a box and they give it a lever which if it pulls that, then it gets a reward. It gets sugar water or it gets a pellet of food dropped into its cage. So naturally, you would expect the pigeon or the mouse to hit that lever, and they do. Every time they hit the lever, they get the reward. So when they're not hungry anymore, what do? Well, they stop pressing the lever because they know that if they press the lever, they'll get the food. So they have what's called a non-randomized reward schedule. They have a stable environment. This does not cause addiction, by the way. They just use the lever as a source of food, simple as. But what happens when you randomize the schedule? So what the experimentalist B.F. Skinner did was he would have the lever sometimes produce food, but sometimes not produce food. So it was a randomized reward schedule. What happened was the mice and the pigeons got addicted because they didn't know when the food would be available next, that they would just keep obsessively pressing that lever, hoping, craving. That is what we live in. The app Tinder is designed around those principles. Every time you open that app, you don't know if you got more matches or not. You don't know if you got replies from the girls or not. It's literally a Skinner box. Not just this, but even Instagram itself. Not every reel or post is equally appealing to you. They basically look at your behavior patterns, your observable behaviors, so the way you're scrolling. They understand which posts are high likelihood of engagement and low likelihood of engagement. And they design a stream of media which is perfectly paced towards your brain neuron patterns to make it as addicting as possible so you spend the most amount of time on the app. What does this all mean? It means that, I'm sorry, but you live in $1 billion Skinner box. You had no chance. There's scientists who are working on this to make these apps more and more addicting. Of course you are addicted to them. It's not a surprise. That's why we need meditation. Meditation gives you the psionic shield, the psychic shield that you can use against this nonsense.